All right, happy Tuesday night, everybody. Welcome to the daily broadcast. We are again back in Red River, New Mexico. Bull of the Woods, the legendary Bull of the Woods. A lot of stuff going on. It's Tuesday's best. We're talking Texas Tech and Colorado. The college football playoff rankings are announced for the first time. And then what else we got? Oh, yeah, Tech men's basketball season opener tonight. A lot of new faces, a lot of expectations. We'll get your thought on that. And I hear it's election day, so if you want to give me sports figures you would actually vote for, you can do that. Tuesday's best, your favorite two sports athletes of all time. I wonder why we would be talking about that this week. Golly, who knew we would do that? So, yeah, we're hanging out at Bull of the Woods. It's Taco Tuesday. If you were in town, Taco Tuesday, ready to go. Filling in. We got the pool tournament, I think it's tomorrow. Can't remember whether it's tonight or tomorrow. But the high-level pool players, billiards, if you will, getting the tables leveled and everything ready to go. So, a lot of great stuff going on here at Bull of the Woods. We walked down from Lifts West earlier this afternoon and this evening, and the weather, it's getting colder, it's getting wetter, and snow is on the way. So make your reservations at Lifts West. Get ready to come to Red River for a great ski season. Brought to you tonight as well by Red River Brewery and Distillery just down the road. The only distillery and brewery here in Red River. And they're great people, Michael Calhoun and them. We love hanging out with them. And might go play some trivia later on tonight after we get done hanging out at the Bull. Just kind of depends. And, of course, the chat line, all communications brought to you by United Supermarkets and Market Street. Let's get it going in 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, TheRaiderland.com. You start your day right there at TheRaiderland.com. We give you a couple of questions. We give you the cool Raiderland hot links, the neatest stuff from Raiderland and beyond. So we thank everybody who drops by in the morning to check out the column. And also, hopefully, you guys are enjoying 60 Seconds of Raiderland. Our daily commentary usually drops around late morning, around lunchtime or something like that. All of it available for you at TheRaiderland.com. But don't stop there. Subscribe to all of our channels, obviously on Twitter at Ryan Hyatt Media, our YouTube channel for Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, and Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on Facebook. We get it going on that United Supermarkets chat line. Craig, the first one in. The talking box is indeed on. Cheers to Craig getting in first. Oh, yeah. Tasty. Damon getting in second. So Facebook wins the race tonight. YouTube coming in second place. And we'll see how long it takes for our Twitter X people to get in, where a lot of times, a lot of nights, the largest audience will be on Twitter. You guys do a great job. But the comments, you know, got to get your comments rolling in. All right, so let's get some stuff going tonight. The Tuber Tuesday or Tuesday's best. We'll give you a topic. You give us your two best examples tonight. Your two favorite all-time two-sport athletes. Obviously, Coach Prime coming into town. Great two-sport athlete. Baseball, football, probably could have done a couple other things if he wanted to. So that gives us the reason for that. Now, I've got my two favorites all time, and one of them, I don't know that you're going to guess. The other, I'll just give you a guy that if he's not on everybody's list, it's because you're younger than I am, maybe, but it's Bo Jackson. And I understand if you weren't around for Bo Jackson in the 80s and 90s. If you weren't around for Bo Jackson, it's easy to not understand how great Bo Jackson was. Bo Jackson, my number one favorite all-time two-sport athlete. The other one, who is a former Dallas Cowboy, you will not get. I promise you won't get that. But that's the Tuesday's best question for you to get in on tonight. Jacob getting in on YouTube channel. Greetings from the lower altitude. X not working. X is always working. X works. X works. X works. I bet X is working. But if it's not, I'm going to have a chat with Elon. X may be so busy tonight. Goodness gracious. Which is, again, why I tell everybody to subscribe to all the platforms. That way, you know, if for whatever reason it's not coming in good on Twitter X, hop over to YouTube, hop over to Facebook Live. Craig, fun movie fact, the movie Back to the Future, Marty McFly went back to November 5, 1955. You know why? Because that was the day Doc Brown invented the flux capacitor. He created time travel on this day in 1955. The flux capacitor was created. Brilliant. Genius. So yes, happy Flux Capacitor Day. We actually have that in the hot links section today. All right, so we've got Tuesday's best, your two favorite two-sport athletes all time. Basketball starts tonight for the Red Raiders. We'll get your thoughts. They tip off at 7 o'clock. Bethune-Cookman in town. They're at United Supermarkets Arena. I don't know if we have starting lineups yet. Let's see. Doesn't look like we've got starters at this time. In fact, it's telling me the starters will be posted shortly. Do we believe them? I don't know. Sometimes we believe them. Sometimes we don't. So we'll see. But it did beautiful. I can be sitting at Bull of the Woods in Red River, New Mexico, hanging out and, keeping up with Texas Tech and Bethune-Cookman and watching the Lady Raiders last night. Technology is amazing. So what are you most interested in seeing tonight out of the Red Raiders? A lot of new faces. Which one interests you the most? Hawkins, Toppins, Frederico. You know, who are you most looking forward to seeing out of the new faces? Hold on, I got to answer a text message here. Hold on. Like I don't go on there. Okay. Okay, there you go. See, got that taken care of. And we asked last night regarding Tech basketball, your expectations, fair expectations. I said, but minimum expectation to make the NCAA tournament. After that, you want to advance past the first round, and everything that you saw McCaslin do in the offseason was to never have a repeat of last year against NC State. Obviously, NC State, a hot team. They had a great, they had a hot post player that you couldn't match up with. So what did he do? Well, he went out, he got in the portal, he got bigger. That you're not going to have at least you got some dudes. As Jerome Tang would say up there at Kansas State, at least he's got some dudes that he can run at you. And then as much as I like Toussaint at point, if Elijah is what we think he is, sign me up for some of that. No Pop Isaacs, and don't want this to come across wrong. Do not want this to come across wrong. I think at times the offense became a little too Pop Isaac-y. They attempted far too many three-pointers. And last year's team was so much better when they attempted only about 10 or 12 three-pointers. When they attempted over that, it regressed down. The mean regressed down, and it got ugly. You can't do that. So what do you want out of Tech basketball? What are you looking forward to seeing? What's the most interesting thing? And our Twitter people, hey, if we're having trouble on Twitter, I apologize. Jump in on YouTube. Jump in on Facebook Live. Twitter X tonight. I've got a feeling there's a little bit going on in the world with the election that may make some live broadcasts slow down just a little bit. Also, I'm at about 8,750 feet of elevation, hanging out a Bull of the Woods. And we got snow moving in, baby. The snow is on its way tonight. It's going to be glorious, beautiful snow. So you got to get your reservations in with our man Billy down at Lifts West. Tell him Raiderland sent you. Craig, Bob Hayes was a two-sport Dallas Cowboy. Yes, he was, Olympic sprinter. He was the fastest man in the world in the Olympics in 1960. Olympic sprinter, Dallas Cowboy. No, I didn't look it up. Any true Cowboy fan should know that. You are absolutely correct. Really, Bob Hayes was the reason why so many teams went to what we now call a cover two or a two deep zone. Before that, you saw a lot of man-to-man. No man could cover Bob Hayes. Bethune-Cookman, come on now. It's a great HBU. Wonderful, wonderful school. Bob Hayes, an Olympic sprinter, Dallas Cowboy. Any true fans should know that. Did I? Yeah. Did I just do that? I thought I just did that. Robert, is that what is that Walt Garrison Hyatt? Football and rodeo. There you go. Hey, we're working on that, man. I'm not too old. I could still, well, I mean, I could rope or I could ride. I just can't do both at the same time. That seems to be something that is a prerequisite. But yeah, rodeo and in football, Walt Garrison, why not? Jacob, yes, sir, on men's basketball last year. Who's the go-to dude that Pop was, like or not? I don't know. Is McMillan? Could it be Toppin? Is it a return? Is it a new? I don't know. Show up, find out. Tune in tonight. Watch. I don't know. The McCaslin offense allows different guys to really flourish. It allows different players on a given night in a given situation to shine. And I think that was one of the problems last year, that too much went through Pop. And I hey, love his dad, and I got nothing against the kid. So that's my question, Mark. You asked the question, I'll answer it by saying I don't know. I mean, you could say, who do you want it to be? You know, who should it be? Call me in mid-December. I think we'll know about this team in mid-December. Of course, conference play starts now in late December. I used to say call me in late December. Now I really have a compressed time frame on a basketball program to say I need to get this sorted out by the end of finals. When they hit that finals break, and take a few days off, I really need to kind of have some things sorted out. Hopefully this team will have a deeper bench than last year. Hopefully they can go deeper than 6 and sometimes 7. It needs to be 8 or 9. 10 would be handy. We'll go back and see if we have starters yet. I can't sing along with the music here at Bull of the Woods, or YouTube will get mad. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. All right, we ought to have starters up by now. I agree to that. Nope, still haven't posted starters. What are we doing? Come on. Game 1, I understand. All right. You guys can get in. Thanks to United Supermarkets on the chat line tonight. We're talking Texas Tech football, basketball. We're talking Tuesday's best, your favorite 2 sports athletes of all time. And we asked the question, hey, can Coach Prime coach? Can Deion Sanders really coach? And I'm here to tell you, I believe that Deion Sanders can coach. He's turned Colorado around. Jacksonville, he was coaching there. He's winning games. He truly, I think, understands the modern college football player as well or better than maybe any coach. He understands what motivates them. They are getting better defensively. And that's been one of the things, offensively with Sanders. And, you thought, all right, well, they're going to be all flash and nothing. Well, they've gotten better defensively. How much better defensively have they gotten? Well, let's take a look. Where are they right now? The Buffaloes come in. Scoring defense, 6th in the Big 12. Texas Tech, 16th. That ain't good. Their only opponents now to 22 points a game overall. 6th in the Big 12. Total defense, 8th in the Big 12. Tech, 15th. By the way, the passing defense for Tech, now no longer the worst in the known universe. Only 132nd after the win at Iowa State. Colorado, 6th. So there's this feeling that, offensively, Colorado was going to be all of this, and they're 12th in the Big 12 in total offense. Now they score better. They maximize opportunities better. They're 6th. They're 6th at 31.4 points a game. Tech at 36.4, by the way, the number 1 scoring offense in the Big 12, the 2nd total offense in the Big 12. I give you those numbers because I'm here to tell you Colorado's playing good football. And that's, to me, you can't fake your way through the Big 12. You might be able to fake your way, with Jacksonville State. Maybe do that. But you can't fake your way through this league. Ask Arizona how that plays out. Ask Utah if you can fake your way through the Big 12. So can he coach? Yeah. I didn't have room to put it on our slug, our headline for the show. If any Dallas Cowboy fans want to take up a collection, try to help somebody get Jerry Jones in a home, not that it'll matter, but the trade today just tells you how in denial of reality, how non-reality based the organization is. Non-reality based. Give away a 4th round pick, your quarterback going on IR. David Collier, KMAC 28 Sports Director. We salute you. Great questions at the presser yesterday. Tattoos and trash cans. The answer is yes. Rolled in Sunday night right here at Bull of the Woods, and they had some crisped up wings, and I got just the basic buffalo sauce. So we're sitting there taking in Sunday night football. These wings are spectacular. They're great. And then the buffalo, I call it the plain buffalo sauce, was spectacular, but the wings are great. Food here is top notch. Taco Tuesday tonight, steak night on Thursday. I don't know, what are we having tomorrow? Anybody know? Nobody can. I don't know what we're having tomorrow. But anyhow, you're missing out if you don't come by the Bull and get some food. You know? There you go. Deeper Longer, on-ball defender coach. Looking for Joe Toppin that I'll watch as well. Talking about Tech basketball, correct, my favorite 2-sports athlete, Bo Jackson. Best in my lifetime. Maybe the best American athlete in the last 50 years. Would run over the balls on Sunday and walk up the left field wall to make a catch on Monday. He was stellar. Oh. For anyone confused, Prime is a coach, not a figurehead. Yeah, he's a coach. The man can coach. I'm telling you. There are a lot of people that thought it was a joke when he was getting in coaching, and they tried to apply the old image, the old Deion Sanders player in commercials and all that. They tried to apply that to who he is today, and who he is today is a legitimate college football coach. Now, I don't know if he sits there and game plans and comes up with amazing Tim DeRuyter schemes or Zach Kitley offense, but there's more to coaching than just that. There's having a vision. There's a plan. It gets derogatorily called CEO coach at times. There've been a lot of really good CEO coaches over the years. And you coach your coaches and you demand things. I mean, I'm becoming a believer. Deion has it. Anybody believe in it? You know, no, I'm not saying they're going to roll Texas Tech. That's not it. But Deion Sanders isn't a joke as a coach. He gets under my skin with some of his crap. He gets mad at the media for not doing what his sports information and media relations department, that's their job, not the media's job. But I just described 99.8% of the coaches. You know? All college coaches, not just Deion Sanders. Particularly in smaller markets. And I know Boulder's in Denver, but Denver's a pro sports town that also covers Colorado to an extent. And more so now that Deion is there. Jared's on Facebook. Man, I guess our Twitter people are locked out tonight. I apologize. If you guys, our Twitter people normally watch it, and you see this on replay, I apologize. Wasn't old enough to appreciate Bo Jackson as a kid, says Jared. Only 2-sports athletes I grew up watching, Deion Sanders, Ken Griffey Jr., Michael Jordan were some of the most in the media athletes all time. Yeah, I mean, Michael Jordan, baseball, but that's when he was suspended from the NBA for gambling, you know, everything else. You just described Mike Leach. Yeah, exactly. Same deal. Like I said, 99% of all coaches do a lot of the things that Deion Sanders does. He gets, you know, he just gets more attention because he's Deion Sanders. Got to answer another text message live here. All right, so okay, kind of live, but folks enjoying me answering you. I'm answering my wife. All right. The name of the team shall be. There we go. What you going to do? Collier, you still on? Your wife ever text you while you're live? Of course, you're only on for like 3.5, 4 minutes. So, but while you're on your radio show, does the family ever like text you and you're just like, what everybody knows I'm doing something right now. Your two favorite all-time two sports athletes. Yeah, Deion Sanders coming to town. What do you think of Deion as a coach now? Has he changed your mind? Texas Tech basketball opening tonight. United Supermarkets Arena there in Lubbock, Texas. And in the final 10 minutes we've got, not to go political, but it is election day. Are there any sports figures you would actually vote for, whether for president or something else? Or maybe you've got a sports figure in a specific, electoral position you would like them to, have. You tell me. You tell me. We're trying to keep it light. We're trying to keep it fun as the results are rolling in. I really think that's what took us down on Twitter tonight. I really believe that Twitter is so busy tonight that with us doing a live show on it, it may have just hammered it just a little bit. And it happens. What you going to do? So we got about another 9 minutes left with you here at Bull of the Woods, legendary Bull of the Woods. This is one of the more historical buildings here in Red River. It goes back into the 1940s. It used to be known as the Blue Spruce back when Pat and Tilly Simeon owned it years and years ago. Oh, good. We got the fireball sign turned on. Good catch. I was going to say something. You know how many days it is until Friday? Fireball Friday here at Bull of the Woods. 5 days, 5 hours, 31 minutes. It's a man with attention to detail. So, yeah, this place used to be called the Blue Spruce, and it was a bar and a gambling hall. They had slot machines in here. Gambling was not legal in New Mexico, but nobody came up here to check in Red River. So it was that incarnation for many years. In the early 70s, this place was known as the Doggone Saloon. And it was a Doggone Saloon for a while, and then it was something else. And then it was Gary and Kate's in the 80s. And then in the late 80s, it became Bull of the Woods. But it is one of the longest running bars here in northern New Mexico, but so much more than a bar. And it's really cool. If you come up here and you don't buy a shirt, you suck as a human being. I'm just kidding. Jacob, you didn't get a hook wet, right? Not scaring any trout. No, not this time. My man Jeff Fagan at Fagan's Guided Tours, he's been kind of busy. Today would have been the only day I would have wanted to be on the water. We're going to get some big snow starting tonight for the next 3 days. It's going to be great. We're about 2 weeks away from the ski season opening. The best thing about the weather is they've been able to shoot snow on the mountain. I told you last night, this is one of the best snowmaking areas in the southern Rockies. And they were still shooting snow at 8:30 this morning, which is great. So, yeah, as much as I love fishing, it was a little chilly. I mean, I can go to Long John Silver's and get fish. David Collier, Rick Roden, baseball and golf. Rick Roden, one of the great, was it the Lake Tahoe celebrity, deal that they do every year that Billy Joe Tolliver won a couple of times, maybe. Donnie Anderson back in the day was in it. The legendary Rick Roden. There you go, two-sport athlete. University of Colorado football player, defensive back, United States Open winner in golf. Collier, you're on this one. Or maybe we should ask Lauren Motter. Are you going to call into Hasty after dark tonight? He said he'd go until at least midnight. Now that you mention it, Wade, I might just have to call in. I'm really kind of disappointed that they didn't bring me in to talk about the New Mexico elections. I've been here 2 days now, and just watching enough TV, I know every issue in the state, and I'm here to tell you, after watching the commercials, that every candidate running for office in New Mexico is too dangerous for New Mexico. Every candidate is too dangerous for New Mexico. Harvey Martin. Why didn't anybody go with Harvey Martin? Great defensive end, pass rusher, Dallas Cowboys, and an incredibly, as Howard Cosell called him, that man, Harvey Martin, as a boxer, is a great defensive end. That was a big thing for NFL players in the 70s for a while. Lyle Elzado tried it, like legitimately tried, try to become pro boxers. So there you go. You got to do what you got to do, right? It's bound to happen. Things like that would take place in the 70s, wild and crazy. Hold on, I got to correct myself? Did I say Harvey? I just had my own brain fade. It was too tall. No, it was too tall. No, your comment comes up, and I'm thinking, I just said Harvey Martin. No, Too Tall Jones. Ed Too Tall Jones. Thank you. My brain. Sorry, yeah, it was Ed Too Tall Jones. Thank you. Number 78, Ed Too Tall Jones. But that was the thing there in the 70s. Yeah, Too Tall. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know why I had Harvey Martin on the brain. That's what I get for not writing stuff down at my age. Very dangerous to go into a show and not write certain things down. Yeah. So on me. It was Ed. Too tall. Of course, the Cowboys had a lot of great two-sports athletes out of college, but they didn't continue it into the NFL for the most part. And that was the big thing with Tex Schramm, identifying great athletes and not necessarily converting them to football, but did it with a few basketball players, Mel Renfro, Cornell Green, great overall athletes. Men's basketball, do we have a starting lineup yet, or is it just not coming up on my feed? And surely by now, I'd have a starting lineup here. It is a 7 o'clock tip, right? What time? What the hell time is it? I don't even know what time zone I'm in tonight. Let's see. There we go. The starting lineup. Chance McMillan, Kevin Overton. I believe the Drake transfer. Kerwin Walton, Darian Williams, and JT Toppin is in the mix tonight. So it's a 3-guard look starting up against Bethune-Cookman and a couple of forwards, Frederico, not in on the early go. All right, JT, do your thing tonight. Let's see what we got. I'm trying to think of see, I actually do write some stuff down. Oh, I could ask y'all this question too tonight. Who has the best gravy? I know that's really random. So somebody wrote into Joe Kinsey there at Outkick.com on his screen caps or column, this morning about the gravy center of the United States. And I'm thinking the gravy center of the United States has to be wherever the greatest chicken fried steak is served, which most legends agree it's in Strawn, Texas at Mary's Cafe with the large chicken fried steak. It's so big, and I don't know if this disqualifies it from the gravy standpoint. They put the gravy in a massive side dish, So I would tell you right now that the gravy capital of the U.S. would have to be the chicken fried steak capital, which again, I think we go to Strawn for that. But if you've got a better answer, let me know. I was going to email him tonight when everything got done. I blame it on New Mexico if you need a reason. That's nice. A little George Strait ripoff. Too much Taco Tuesday, tequila, salt, and lime. Very well played. Well played. If that's the ender tonight, that's the ender. You guys did good on that. We're going to be back in the morning. It's going to be What If Wednesday. We give you a what if question on the morning column. Little alt history. We'll have some fun with that. We'll be back tomorrow either here at Bull of the Woods or down at the brewery, one or the other. Heck, I don't know. We may just be sitting in the hotel lobby at Lifts West and doing the show from there. If the snow's falling, I don't want to walk all the way down here. I don't know. We're looking at anywhere from 8 to 15 inches over the next 2 days or so. which would be a bounty. Great way to start it off here for ski season coming up in 2 weeks. Don't forget, call our friend Billy at Lifts West. Come say hi to him at the Bull when you're down here. I want to thank United Supermarkets for getting everything going on the chat line. And, hey, if it didn't work on Twitter, that's why you guys follow us on YouTube and on Facebook Live. All right, we're off to have an evening. We'll have this posted at theraiderland.com. Be sure and share it with your friends. We'll see you tomorrow, theraiderland.com.